The city was quiet that night. The streets washed in the glow of neon lights and a light drizzle that made the asphalt shimmer. And then, breaking through the silence, came a sound that was impossible to ignore. It wasn't the hum of a taxi or the growl of a motorcycle. It was something deeper, heavier, alive. The kind of sound that makes your chest vibrate before you even know where it's coming from. And then you saw it. Emerging from the shadows with a stance that felt both elegant and dangerous at once. The Mercedes-AMG CLE 63. It didn't rush forward or scream for attention. It didn't have to. The long hood, the muscular shoulders, the menacing glow of the headlights told you everything. This wasn't just a car rolling down the street. This was a force, a statement, a predator moving through the night. The Panamericana grille gleamed under the lamps, its slats sharp like the teeth of a beast, while the quad exhaust tips whispered a promise. Power was waiting, and it wanted to be unleashed. You pulled the door open, and the world around you seemed to fade. Inside, it was another universe. The cabin wrapped around you like the cockpit of a jet fighter. Carbon fiber stretched across the dashboard. The soft glow of ambient lighting traced every surface, and the AMG steering wheel felt alive beneath your grip. The seats didn't just support you, they held you, daring you to go faster, daring you to find out what this car was capable of. Your thumb pressed the start button, and for a moment there was silence. Then came the thunder. The twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8 roared to life, the sound shaking through the glass, reverberating off the walls, echoing through the city like a battle cry. It wasn't just noise, it was a living thing, breathing through intakes, snarling through exhaust pipes, telling you in no uncertain terms that this car was wide awake. You gave it the slightest touch of throttle, and the world blurred. The car surged forward, pinning you back against the seat, the sound building into a feral roar that made your pulse race. 0 to 100 came and went in seconds, and you didn't even realize how fast you were moving. The road was no longer just a strip of asphalt, it was a canvas, and the CLE 63 was painting it, with speed and fire. Every downshift came with a crackle, every upshift with a punch of raw energy. The soundtrack was intoxicating. Like music only a handful of people in the world would ever get to hear this closely. And yet, as wild as it was, there was control. AMG's 4MATIC plus all-wheel drive made sure every bit of that power was put down cleanly. Turning fury into precision, the highway opened wide ahead of you, stretching into the dark horizon. You twisted the drive mode dial into Sport Plus, and the car transformed beneath you. The steering grew sharper, the suspension stiffer, the entire machine tighter and more responsive. It was no longer a car. It was an extension of your body. You weren't driving it, you were connected to it. The mountain roads called to you, winding like a serpent through the mist. The moonlight caught the curves of the car as you dove into corner after corner, the engine screaming in rhythm with your heartbeat. The rear pushed with brutal force, the front gripped like claws, and together it felt like the car wasn't simply obeying you, it was predicting you. Each curve became a dance, a perfect synchronization between man and machine. Hours slipped by like minutes, and soon you reached the summit. The world below was wrapped in fog, and the horizon ahead was touched with the first glow of dawn. You brought the CLE 63 to a stop, and for the first time all night there was silence. The engine ticked softly as heat rose from the hood, its body gleaming in the golden light of sunrise. In that moment, the car seemed different, less aggressive, more majestic. It stood there not as a machine, but as something alive, something eternal. And you remembered what it meant. This wasn't just another luxury coupe. This was the continuation of a legacy. From the earliest AMG creations to the brutal Black Series monsters, every hand-built engine carried the same message: power with soul.